What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we are actually going to be doing the hose routing for the power steering pump. We are going to be using this PTFE line. I'll link everything down below of what I use in this video, just so you guys kind of get an idea of how to do it on a EK. Well, this kind of chassis. I'm not too sure if it's the same for other Hondas, but I got pretty much everything in here, hopefully, that we need for this. Let's get started and let's do this. These are probably the two main tools I will be using, just because I don't have another compressor wrench. So I'm gonna use this to clamp it down and then this to tighten it. So we'll see how that works. I know there's specific tools that you can use for this kind of line and those kind of fittings, but I don't have that. So we're gonna see how it works out with just using those. This is gonna be the high pressure line. This is the line that connects to the actual power steering pump on top. We're just gonna take the fitting that's on the bottom down over here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you guys follow it, it's right down there. And then this guy right here is the low pressure side, which is gonna be connecting to that little nipple right there. I took this fitting off just now, just so you get access to it, but I think I'm gonna just cut it with some dikes. All right guys, we got the fitting out. As you can see, I did bend it and break it. I ended up fitting a socket right behind it. All right, here's the fitting from Evil Energy. They sent us two. They also gave us a sticker. You know, we love stickers. And this is for the high pressure. So I want that thing to pretty much shoot out, so we're gonna be using this guy. All right, looks like it does. And as you can see, it's pointed right over here. Oh, that's where I'm gonna pretty much have it. It's right there. This is the fitting I'm gonna be using for the actual power steering pump that connects to the high pressure line. It's just like this, O-ring on the bottom. I'll link that in the description as well. Once you have it nice and tight, you should be able to feel that O-ring kind of sit in there. And there's the one with the straight on. It's just going to be coming up into there. So that should be pretty good. It shouldn't have any kinks or anything in it. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start measuring what we got to cut from here. So you can see we already cut it. I cut it with the angle grinder. So once you got it like that, pretty much halfway on the thing, stick the hose in like that. Pull test. It ain't going nowhere. Now let's go ahead and put it in the car. Ooh. Close in the back over here. All right guys, this is the high pressure line, all nice and fitted up. Looks pretty good. Goes back there, out here, and all right guys, so where we left off in those last clips, that was probably like 3 months ago. Currently, now we gotta do the low pressure side, and what we're gonna be doing for the low pressure side is using this power steering hose. I'm pretty sure it's 3/8. Yeah, it looks like 3/8. This was the closest I could find to being able to fit this guy right here, which was what was already on there before. So let's go ahead and get this on, and then after this we're gonna go ahead and continue on to the wiring. Well, not the wiring portion, we're more gonna test it for leak. But yeah, let's go ahead and just get started on this real quick. I got it all nice and mounted up, routed down, going up all the way in there. Up here you can see a better view. Yep, we can move on to actually testing it, making sure there's no leaks. For the wiring, obviously we got our 12 volt, and then our ground I'm probably gonna have routed somewhere in here, and then this one I'm probably gonna have it running through the fender and out over there to the battery once I actually get that in. We got ourselves a little switch because we're gonna be connecting it to the gray wire with the light blue stripe. Now these are for like the controller and stuff. We don't have that. I'm probably gonna wire this up to the cruise control button since we don't have cruise control. This is the harness for the cruise control. I gotta figure out which one of these wires are the signal wire or the button. For now, we'll be testing it with this switch. We got the positive right here, obviously hooked up to the positive, and then we got the switch hooked up to the positive. That one wire coming to one side of the switch and the other side going to the positive. And then we got the negative, obviously to the negative. We got that bolted up right here. Pretty much it. Let's go ahead and fill her up with fluid and check if we got any leaks. I'm gonna be using this stuff right here. This stuff is like 40 bucks at O'Reilly's. I wanted to use the specific fluid that the pump takes. Oh, too much. Got it everywhere, guys. I got it everywhere. Let's go ahead and turn her on. Go ahead and test her out. It's not as loud as I thought it would be, but oh, that's right. Wow, it's a one finger turn. Stuff from down there is just from me spilling it, but yeah, it's just from me spilling it. This is without the pump. Yeah, I kind of have to force it with one finger. Oh yeah, that's no good. Now with the pump on, super smooth. Amazing. This is honestly probably one of the best things I put on this car, obviously besides the motor going in, but something I did myself. This is definitely one of the cool things, you know what I mean? I'm really stoked on how this came out. Pretty clean. Now it's all down here, hidden away. This definitely makes things a lot more better, and it doesn't even put stress on your motor since it's electric, so why not, you know? The fittings and stuff that I used, I'll link it down below. And then once we could get a battery over there, we could go ahead and do like the wiring, routing and stuff. When it comes to that, I'm probably just going to be using this fuse. I think it's an 80 amp fuse. You could use that, or you could get a breaker. I'm thinking of using that button right there just so I could turn it on or keep it on when the car comes on. That's pretty much it. We got the power steering tackled down. It's another step. If you guys are enjoying the process and you guys want to stick around for more, go hit that subscribe button. Hopefully I explained everything. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. I'll reply back to you guys. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, guys. If you guys want to follow along, hit that subscribe button. If you guys enjoyed today's video, go down below and hit that like button. I appreciate all you guys who have stuck along throughout this whole process, and if you're new, well, now's your chance to hit that subscribe button and follow along. But yeah, guys, I'll go ahead and see you guys on the next video. Peace.